One hit, Rolling Stones, now live in studio. Please make them welcome Buddy Miles and Carlos Santana. You're welcome back to Australia.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here.
I'm wondering what you've been up to for about a year and a half it might be. It seems like that to me anyway. Santana have been totally quiet here in Australia. We're not hearing much about whether you've been on the road. Did you take time off completely?
It's the first time I took time off since 1972.
Really?
We took almost about a year off. But I've been recording a lot. Recorded with Weather Report. Recorded with Olatunji and people from the Grateful Dead. So I've been...
So you haven't stopped really?
No, not really.
Very busy.
Yeah.
What about Buddy? You worked with Carlos years ago. I think it was 72, wasn't it? You did an album?
Yes.
Now, you never joined the band till just recently, I'm told.
Yes, it's true.
So what had you been doing through those years?
Well, of course, I had my own band called the Buddy Miles Express.
Mm-hmm.
And I also had did numerous amount of, session work and stuff like that with different artists. And so I was pretty busy in my own right.
Are the Express gone as such now, or have you just taken time off to work with Carlos?
No, it's I haven't had my own band in almost about 5 or 6 years. And
Really?
And that's been by choice too, because I kind of wanted to get a new perspective on writing and on a lot of different things. And of course, my first love is to go out, and I love traveling, and I love being out on the road. And it just so happens that we were both recording at the time, and it was really kind of strange to me. But then I kind of thought about it, because I didn't conceive of it that time, because Carlos was pretty much doing his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as and then I thought about it, and it just clicked right away. And one afternoon he came over and asked me if I would sing a tune, and I said I'd be delighted. I mean, that just brought me up, because I like doing other things, to help, and also to give me musical values too as well.
How did you guys meet initially? Was it because you were in a studio and doing stuff in the same studio complex, or did you know each other years and years ago?
Well, I know Buddy for a long time. First time I saw him was, of course, with the historic band of Electric Flag with Michael Bloomfield,
Mm-hmm.
And then also with Jimi Hendrix, So Buddy Miles is incredible. He embodies a lot of history, and rock and roll history, And I've always been a fan, of his drumming and also his vocal capacity, as musicianship. So it was just natural for us to get together and enhance each other's music and move people. I'm really, really excited. You know?
We'd love to get along tonight. You're tonight at the Entertainment Centre in Sydney,
Yes.
and then on Monday night down in Melbourne, Entertainment Centre again. You just flew in from Perth last night,
Right.
So you're making it a pretty quick hit and run type of tour, aren't you?
Right, but it's once we get on the show, it's like we say, we bring it all back home. We cover a lot of musical,
Mileage.
Yeah, right.
And do you take in all the stuff that portions of all the albums you've had out, etc.?
We play about 2 hours and 15 minutes, so we get a chance to play brand new things that we haven't even recorded, and plus all the other stuff that people are aware of and receptive to.
Buddy, Jimi Hendrix, good bloke to work with?
Oh, yes. I mean, the musical experience that I had with the man, I mean, there's just absolutely no words for it, because it was such a learning process for me to learn about a person's musical values. And it was really hard for me. Sometimes we could be playing right and just jamming, and I would sit there and I'd play, and I couldn't take my eyes off the man. And then sometimes I'd find myself doing
Right.
like that, And I mean, he just did some things that, that I hadn't heard too many people do. And then nowadays too, Carlos is like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, because we've been associated, and I've always been a fan of his too as well. And the musical taste and just the quality of what his band has to offer, say a vocalist rather than, I'm just looking at myself as a part of what the man is doing, and I really enjoy it. It gives me an abundance of new security to do music and be a part of, an extension.
When you mention, the late Hendrix, There was this great aura around him. When you mention your name, Buddy Miles, there's an aura around you, and there's one around you, Carlos. So the two of you on stage together should be fantastic. And as I said, I would love to see the show tonight. And if not, if you're in Melbourne, catch them on Monday night. We'll go back. You weren't in the band at this stage, I'm told. But we'll pick up an oldie, and it was a beauty too. 1978. Well, all right. Carlos Santana, Buddy Miles, thank them for being here. And if you can catch them, you should be there. On sound.